Happy New Year, everybody. I'm Go Veer, Go Home. I'd like to welcome you back to my layout. We've got a big one for you this time because this is the first layout update of 2019, and there's a lot to talk about because there's a lot going on behind me. So, let's get to it. Alright, everybody, so after my last live video that I did, I went around and I made some snips to the track because I had already had a plan in motion, especially during the live. When we were running trains around, it was good, but I was thinking about the future, and I'm always thinking about what am I going to do next, and how am I going to improve it, how am I going to make it better, how are we going to be using the layout in the future. So as far as what we had done, I was happy, but I wasn't completely satisfied. So we as in my wife and I, basically we had moved all the modules around. Basically we turned the entire main yard. It used to go from that back wall all the way up to here. Now it comes from that wall and goes this way. So it kind of did a bit of a turn there. It was heavy as hell, and I had it in modules of 2 because I didn't want to completely take apart the entire thing. Not yet. So that was the biggest move. All my smaller modules, they were very easy to take apart. I ended up scrapping 1 or 2 of them. It's not a big deal because, I mean, there wasn't much to them anyways, so you'll see now. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to start with the smaller stuff and then make my way to the bigger stuff. Alright, so we're going to start here. This is one of my more favorite modules. I definitely did not want to destroy this because it was shaping up already to be a great module. So basically it was going over my couch, if you remember. Now it's going over a very messy workbench, but that's okay. I was originally going to put a number 8 switch here, but that has changed. So instead I just took a long piece of track that I had, which I think it was about 3 or 4 of the meter long track pieces, whatever. They're all soldered together, so I ran them and it goes right across there. I started to fill this in here because I did drop the feeder for it, so that's all solid. I'm still working on the back a little bit. Still have a bit more to do there. Still got a bit more to do here, but when we come down to this side, you'll notice, remember I did the road. I filled all this in here, and Brian actually gave me some rock molds. Thanks, Brian. And they're all in place, right? They're not going to be going anywhere. And I got one there, and yeah, that's all one solid piece there. Then when we follow the track around, you can see here I've got another module. This was originally one of my corner modules. I'll just kind of show you here. So I wanted the road, I wanted this to make sense. So the road kind of goes like this, and then goes into there, and then goes up. And it's all to scale, so it's fine. This was originally a corner module, but I needed more room here to walk. So basically I put a piece going across and then put it in place, cut it so the entire corner came off, put the leg in there to support it, and then I put the walls up going around, put the road in, and then my wife and I meshed this today, so that's ready for plaster cloth. Still kind of working on the back part of this here though, because I want it to kind of look like a, a rock wall almost. Yeah, it's still a work in progress. Then the track, obviously both tracks are down. I still had to put in the dummy kind of ties there, and I still have to. I've dropped the feeders. I just gotta solder them on there. Now, because this is going to be going across the doorway, I did build just a temporary piece here. Eventually, I'll make that a lift out. I have to do a wall section there as well, but it wasn't really a need for it yet. I just wanted to make that for now, and I mean, the leg isn't even really attached. It's not supposed to be, but I wanted to hold it up, so it's just sitting there like that, just for now. But yeah, the track for this, I mean, it's pretty cool. Very happy with how this is turning out so far. And once the train is going to be going along here. Now, if you remember, the bridge module didn't have any legs to it. So this corner one here, it did have legs. So it's supporting that end. So I needed a module beside it that would definitely be able to hold it up. So I've created this one here. The wall, that's not in yet, right? I can take this off. And I might as well, just to show you what it looks like on the underside. Basically, it's 1 foot deep. Is that 1 foot? Yeah, it's about 1 foot deep, and 6 feet long. And what it is, or what's going to happen here, is that we got the 2 tracks coming in, which are 2 main lines. It goes to a number 8, which will basically give me a siding for industrial, because there's going to be a train station right here, just a rural station, and I gotta fix that track as well because it's not straight right now, so I gotta fix that. But yeah, it's gonna come in, and the 2 main lines are gonna come up and then go around. You can see where they're gonna end up here, and then the track from here is gonna come obviously like this, and then it's going to go split here. So this is going to be a siding. That's a number 6 that I'm going to hopefully have there. And then the other one goes up this way to connect here. So you've got the 3 tracks going out. I've got a blank module here just for support right now. But eventually it's going to have 3 tracks going right around, connecting to here, which I'll get to after. And then the industry is going to be like right in here, right in the front. Just a small one, nothing too extravagant. But that's basically where I've gotten with that. Okay, so this module here might look familiar to you. This is the one that basically I was filming a lot like this, where you'd see the trains coming around the corner and then they'd go all the way down to the other end of the yard there. So this one here, I did a bit of work to it, not too much, but basically I chopped the corner of this one as well because it's right across from here. I had to squeeze to get through here, well, at least walk through sideways anyways, but so I cut it. Now there's more walking room. I've already started putting up the wall for this, so you can see, and just kind of continued it on, making a mound here. But what I'm going to do, because originally there was supposed to be a train bridge that's going over this. I've now obviously changed that, and it's going to be a car bridge. Yeah, just like a highway overpass, which they've got kits for, thank goodness. It'll be less scratch building for me, and basically just building the kits, putting them in place, painting them, and away they go. So the reason why I stopped there is because once I get the kits, I have to figure out how big they are and where they're going to go here. But yeah, it's going to come up to it, and then I'll be able to continue it down and then cap it off here, and then I'll be able to worry about the height and stuff. But it's going to go right across here. You can kind of see where the lines are, and it's going to go to the other side. I've also glued this track here down, and it goes all the way up there. You can see the cars parked on it. I was just testing some stuff out, that's why I've got the power attached to it. That one doesn't do too much right now. but it will once I figure out, once I go into the yard, what to do and where to go. So after getting a couple more switches, I was able to add those. Those are number 6s. And I've got lots of straight track now. And it comes all the way down here, but I need more switches. Because what's a yard without switches, right? So I've got these 2 are down, but this one is not yet. I need switches for up there, and it's behind the box cars. You can't really see it, but I need some switches for that. And in order to finish this end, I definitely need a couple of switches for in here. So I'll get to that. But in the midst of putting this track down and stuff, I've decided to go ahead and kind of mock up the North Bay Shops building, so you can kind of see. It's pretty big, pretty big. The normal, the regular, the real one can fit, I believe I was told, 6 locomotives deep, which is normally about a GP 40 or a GP 38. This one here can go 4 or 5. 4 with the butt hanging out, I believe, something like that. I can only fit so much room, but I'm trying to get as close to the actual as possible. But I'm pretty happy with the size of it because it's not overkill, and it fits really well with the size of the actual layout, right? So there's also another building. I'm pretty sure that this is not the right height or anything. I have to redo this one, and there's no front for it either. It's not attached to that one. It's out a little bit. But I might not even put that on. I'm not completely satisfied with that, but let me know what you think. But when we go over to the other side here, you can kind of see I filled in where the turntable is going to go. I filled it in with foam. I figure out where the turntable is going to go after, because of the switches and the way they work, and trying to fit all this stuff in here as well. It's going to be pretty crazy. There's another building that I kind of mocked up here. It fits 1 passenger car. Just a V. I just put a V in there for now, just for, representation, I guess. But again, I have to figure out how I'm gonna do this, if that's the size I want, or if I want to go bigger. I'm definitely not going to go smaller, but yeah, just again, positioning. It's supposed to come out this way, but I have to cut it, unfortunately, short, just to be able to, fit it and make room, because there's going to be about 3 tracks going down the center of it here. Probably going to have to fill that in there, because I wasn't really anticipating having that there, so I have to fix that as well. But yeah, so I'm starting to mock up buildings, which I think is fun, because I've never really done that before. I've usually get the kits and stuff, but yeah, it's different, and it's giving me a little bit of 3-dimension to this instead of it just being flat. So, and yeah, I'm gonna be going this way, even though I don't have the modules up yet or built. I left the switches on here. I didn't want to take them off, but you'll see I repositioned the cork as to how it's going in there. Yeah, that was, I shuffled everything over this way, basically. So you can see that blue line, that's where that one was, and I just moved everything over. So those 3 tracks are connecting over there. It's going to come in like that. Very simple, right? It seems that way anyways. And then I got to still figure out the tracks here, what I'm going to do for that. I know there's probably going to be another switch or 2 in there somewhere. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. And of course, obviously, more yard track. I'm going to need lots of track for this. Piece by piece though, getting it done, and can't wait to expand coming out this way and from out there as well along the wall. That means I'm going to be coming out this way, and a huge chunk is going to be coming towards me here. So that's more towards the summer though. I'm in no rush. As you can see, I still have a lot of work ahead of me. I mean, the turntable, that's about 400. DCC system, you're looking at another $400 or $500 there. There's things that I want to do and get before I even think of expanding. The switches themselves are expensive. They're like $40 each, so it's definitely not easy. Just a couple more side notes here. I got my SD75i back from Tristan. It has all the bells and whistles on there. I just have to add all the detail parts, such as handrails and whatnot. So I'm going to be doing that real soon. Even picked up some white paint to use just to color some of the handrails white, because it comes in the blue plastic, so I want to make sure that when I'm adding these detail parts that they're showing up correctly on the actual model itself. Also, a couple of things that I did forget to mention. When I was doing this here, this is the height of cork, right? So this track is all up high. It actually goes down to foam height. So I used some plaster. You can kind of see it, but you won't see it once it's filled in there, just to create a grade to take it up to the next level there, and then it all lines up. It all runs smooth. Very happy with how the yard is coming together, and it's good to see all these switches here. I'm really excited to start doing some operations and putting all my locomotives and cars on the actual track. Those switches that I got for Christmas. My wife also got me this CN boxcar here because it's the exact same. It's an Atlas plug door boxcar, just like the ones that Mark got me. I love these boxcars. So yeah, the more the merrier, right? And basically, yeah, I'm just collecting more and more. Still haven't gotten the Go Transit cars yet. Got to find those. And I don't know. I've just been like chipping away at stuff like this because I don't have any track right now. You can tell my wife was here. Basically, we've been chipping away at stuff like this and filling stuff like this in and doing the rock molds and stuff like that. Just all these little time filler things to, keep me busy, because there's always something to do. When I don't have the switches or I don't have the track, I'm working on scenery. I'm filling these holes in. Like all this has to be filled in, and I'm probably gonna have to glue all these down and then create a mesh over top of that. And I still have to finish this, so there's always something to do. And just it's fun. Keeps me busy, keeps me out of trouble, right? So. Alright everybody, that's everything. So I moved the layout around and added some stuff, took some stuff away, but I think that this is going to be working out a lot better, especially with the future expansion that I do plan to have this way. It will work a lot better for running multiple trains at one time, as opposed to the old layout where in certain areas I could run, one train at a time. This I should be able to do 2 trains going consistently right around the whole thing. So, hopefully it works out a little bit better this time around. I just have a lot to do as far as adding switches and all that, and it's very time consuming and expensive, as I'm sure you're all aware of. So, hang in there. I still got lots more to show you. And to all my new subscribers, because I do have some new subscribers, welcome. And to all the subscribers that have stuck with me. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope everybody had an awesome Christmas, a safe New Year. No, we were just hanging out. I worked every single holiday, so no time for play, except for when I have gotten a chance to get down here and do some work. So, and I'm going to try to get some more work done, because we might have a live at the end of the month, at the end of January. I'll let you know for sure when it is. It might be on the 29th, which is a Tuesday, but I will post about it, usually on Facebook or on my Instagram, just to give you the confirmation and the time and whatnot, just like before. So watch for it, and come join us, and we'll run some trains, and we'll talk trains and have fun. Thank you again. Thank you very much. Go Beer, go home. I do have a train to catch, so have a good night.